Emily loved history. Old buildings, forgotten stories, and whispers of the past fascinated her. So when her travels brought her to the famed Crescent Hotel, she requested the most historic room available. Room 313. The hotel staff seemed hesitant. They mumbled about its unique charm. Emily, however, was undeterred. She eagerly anticipated her stay. She imagined the stories the room could tell. The Crescent Hotel stood majestically on a hill overlooking the town. Its stone facade was imposing. Years had etched their stories into its walls. Emily felt a thrill as she entered the grand lobby. A sense of timelessness pervaded the air. The scent of aged wood and polished brass filled her senses. Her room, however, was different. It was located at the end of a long, dimly lit corridor. The air grew noticeably colder as she approached. Emily unlocked the door, stepping into a space shrouded in an unsettling stillness. The heavy velvet curtains seemed to absorb the light. An ornate, full-length mirror stood opposite the bed, its surface clouded with age. Emily shivered, a sense of unease settling upon her. Emily unpacked her suitcase, placing her belongings on the antique dresser. She dismissed the unsettling feeling in the room as her imagination. She was a woman of logic, a historian who dealt in facts. Ghost stories were for entertainment, nothing more. She refused to let her imagination run wild. She pulled out her camera and began documenting the room. The heavy furniture, the faded wallpaper, and the view from the window all spoke of a bygone era. Yet a nagging feeling persisted in the back of her mind. The silence of the room seemed to press in on her, broken only by the occasional creak of the floorboards. As night fell, the temperature in the room plummeted. Emily piled extra blankets on the bed. Despite the warmth, a chill ran down her spine. She heard soft whispers, faint and indistinct, seeming to emanate from the walls themselves. She tried to rationalize the sounds. The old building was bound to settle. It was probably just the wind. Then the mirror caught her eye. Its surface seemed to ripple, as if disturbed by an unseen breeze. Emily watched, her heart pounding in her chest. A figure flickered at the edge of the reflection, a fleeting shadow that vanished as quickly as it appeared. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through her skepticism. Unable to sleep, Emily explored the room, her hand trembling as she opened the old writing desk. Inside, nestled amongst yellowed paper and dried inkwells, lay a leather-bound journal. Its pages were filled with elegant handwriting, dated decades earlier. The journal belonged to a woman named Margaret, a previous occupant of room 313. As Emily read Margaret's words, a sense of dread washed over her. Margaret's entries described strange occurrences, cold spots, disembodied voices, and a shadowy figure that haunted the mirror. Margaret wrote of her growing fear, her desperation to escape the room. Emily's blood ran cold. Margaret's words echoed the unsettling events she herself had experienced. A sudden crash from the bathroom made Emily jump. She slowly approached the bathroom door, her breath caught in her throat. The air grew heavy, charged with an unseen energy. As she reached for the doorknob, the mirror in the bedroom reflected a horrifying image. Standing behind her, a translucent figure materialized, its features twisted in a silent scream. Emily whirled around, her heart pounding against her ribs. The figure stood inches away, its eyes burning into her with a cold, malevolent intensity. Terror, raw and consuming, flooded her senses. She stumbled back, tripping over the rug and falling to the floor. Scrambling to her feet, Emily lunged for the door, fumbling with the lock. The ghostly figure glided towards her, its icy fingers reaching out. She screamed, a primal sound of fear that echoed through the empty hallway. Finally, the door swung open. Emily bolted into the corridor, slamming the door shut behind her. She ran blindly, her lungs burning, her mind reeling from the encounter. Reaching the lobby, she collapsed onto a velvet settee, gasping for breath. The hotel staff rushed to her side, their faces etched with concern. When they asked about the commotion, Emily could only stammer about the figure in the mirror. The hotel staff, accustomed to tales of room 313, searched the room thoroughly. They found no sign of an intruder, no explanation for the noises Emily had heard. And most unsettling of all, they found no journal. Emily's insistence about Margaret's journal was met with polite skepticism. Shaken to her core, Emily checked out of the Crescent Hotel that very night. The horrifying encounter had shattered her skepticism, leaving her grappling with the chilling reality of what she had experienced. The absence of the journal only deepened the mystery, leaving her with more questions than answers. Years later, whispers of Emily's experience in room 313 still circulate among the staff of the Crescent Hotel. The room remains a popular choice for guests seeking a brush with the paranormal. Some dismiss the stories as mere legend, eager to experience the thrill of the unknown. Others, however, heed the unspoken warning. For those who listen closely, they can still hear the echoes of Emily's terrified screams, a chilling reminder that some doors are best left unopened, some histories best left undisturbed. And as for room 313, it stands ready to welcome its next guest, its secrets hidden in plain sight, waiting to be revealed.